Now, how about this really big surprise main event in front of us here that developed because of how Monday Night Raw started off the evening with Seth frickin' Rollins.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth frickin'
Seth Rollins, Wade, who came out and confronted CM Punk at the start of tonight's Monday Night Raw and said, I should have knocked you out when you first came back to WWE. Then when Sami Zayn came down to separate them, he laid into Sami for the role he played in helping Roman Reigns at Survivor Series War Games.
Well, clearly Rollins turned up this evening wanting a fight. He's got exactly that. Not perhaps with the man he was initially planning to go with, but it may form some level of catharsis for Seth freaking Rollins all the same.
And his opponent, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
You know, Wade, when I was watching you and Jackie and Big E on the press conference post-War Games, I got the sense Sami was taking a well-earned victory lap, but now things have changed quickly, right? Instead of all the attaboys and congratulations and media questions at victory, it's a world-class opponent who's fired up at him.
Yeah, I think Seth Rollins is going to be fired up at anyone who looks at him the wrong way, says the wrong thing in his presence, has terrible timing, and all of those things really sum up Sami Zayn's entire existence here in WWE. He's a man who can inadvertently push the buttons of anybody.
Seventh time that Sami and Seth Rollins have met one-on-one. Their last meeting was all the way back in November of 2023. That was for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins is 5-1 all-time against Zayn.
And if Seth freaking Rollins wasn't angry enough, right before that last commercial, we saw Sami Zayn imply that it was Seth Rollins who took out Jey Uso. I'd like to know if Sami has any evidence whatsoever to back that up.
Yeah, that is the big question. Who attacked Jey Uso? That was the scene we saw backstage. Glad you're with us here on Monday Night Raw. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett ringside here in Everett, Washington. Another sellout, the 64th of the year for WWE. Our main event, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. Of course, remember, Sami Zayn part of that OG bloodline that came up with the victory at Survivor Series War Games, and at one point trying to recruit Seth Rollins to be the 5th member. He refused to join forces with Roman Reigns. CM Punk did, and that was the spark that started things tonight on Monday Night Raw that has led to this main event, Wade.
Yeah, some real manufactured hatred between these two over the past couple of hours. The wrong words, the wrong things said to Seth Rollins, and these two focusing in on battering and destroying their opponent now. And hats off to Sami Zayn. 48 hours ago in the men's War Games matchup, his body must be close to ruin. He's done a game job thus far.
He was looking for the powerbomb, but instead blew Thunderbomb the other way. And the kick out as Seth is able to get free. A great turnaround by Sami Zayn on the counter.
Simply no quit in the body of Zayn. Always head first into the firefight. That plucky, gutsy, scrappy underdog that he is.
Seth was trying to line up that pedigree. You got to think, remember all the damage that was also done in Survivor Series War Games to all the participants. And Sami with that quick turnaround to take on a challenge like this.
Sami Zayn perhaps has a greater lack of awareness than anyone, self-awareness, excuse me, on planet Earth, but bell to bell, as good as they get.
Exploder into the corner by Zayn.
And we know what's coming next, Joe.
Can he line it up? He did it in Vancouver against Solo Sikoa. Here he comes. Oh!
Simply beaten to the punch with that super kick. Seth Rollins knew exactly what was coming. Go for that stomp.
Missing the stamp as Sami able to roll out of the way of the stomp of Rollins.
These two simply have each other so well scouted. When you study, you make sure you study the absolute best. And these two have clearly done their homework on one another.
Seth Rollins said to him earlier tonight when he was calling out Punk and the rest who sided with Roman Reigns in War Games, he said, "You're the worst of them all."
Seth Rollins is sick of people.
I don't want this fight, all right? My fight's with Punk. Understand that. Understand it.
Oh! Slapped him right across the face.
I know it was you. I know it was you.
Remember, Jey Uso was attacked backstage, and Sami Zayn feels that it was Seth Rollins who did it.
Well, that is a heavy, heavy accusation. There is no evidence, as far as I'm aware, that Seth Rollins has stooped to such depths to attack Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn may well deservedly be out cold after that accusation.
Remember, Jey Uso came down to separate CM Punk and Seth Rollins when they had the heated exchange earlier tonight. Right over into Timekeeper, he sends him.
Rollins has no beef with Jey Uso. His beef is with CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
But that is the question that is hanging over Monday Night Raw. Who attacked Jey Uso? The finger was pointed at Seth Rollins by Sami Zayn.
Can't drag down a man's character like that. And not expect consequences, but that boot to the face of Seth Rollins may have stopped him in his tracks.
Sami always somehow finding a way into the post. After extending himself in Vancouver just 48 hours ago. And now digging deep late in this match against Seth Rollins. He's going for the chair.
Hearing no Sami Uso chants. Perhaps now Rollins in major trouble, and this could end in its disqualification. Referee keeping a close eye on this.
What are you talking about? You attacked Jey. Me? Admit it! Admit it! It wasn't me! You know me, I wouldn't do that! I wouldn't do that! Hey, did you ask your buddy Punk? Did you ask Punk? Maybe it wasn't him! It sure as hell wasn't me! Think about this! Use your head! Jesus Christ, dude! Jesus, shut up! What is wrong with you?
Referee threatened the DQ.
Seth Rollins just implied it may have been Punk. Accusations going
Thinks the better. Oh, there's a roll-up by Seth! And the win! He convinced him it wasn't me who attacked Jey Uso.
Here is your winner, Seth frickin' Rollins!
And then took advantage against a disarmed Sami Zayn. Said, I didn't attack Jey Uso. The question is, who did?
Crafty and smart Rollins pulling out the win just when it looked like his head was about to be taken off with that steel chair. Rollins putting into the head of Sami Zayn. Perhaps it was CM Punk of all people. Now we have no clue. But as crafty and as calculating as they come, Seth Rollins pulling off a major W tonight. Sami Zayn doesn't know what to think.
Zayn just stands there and looks off into space.
It's forlorn, isn't he? His boy is just...
What in the world?
It's a Claymore!
That is Drew McIntyre! We have not seen Drew McIntyre since Hell in a Cell in early October, and he arrives and just claymores Sami Zayn. The guy who spent most of 2024 ever present with the heated rivalry of Punk, but he hasn't been heard from. He hasn't been seen. And now that, with the menacing stare down at Sami Zayn, McIntyre's back.
line, can't stop my shine. They know it's my time. Let the world know I've arrived. I'm on the rise, unstoppable.